Guys, D Gamer Stumble, we're back again, yet again, for some more of this Horizon Forbidden West, and we are entering into our last uh, gameplay for today, or not for today,
Ancestor,
but
please. It's
for
about my
this morning,
brother.
I should say.
I don't mean to
Did you
disturb you.
guys do
I've run my requests through every channel and I've
daylight
gotten
savings
nowhere.
time? Because we just
Just
sprung forward over
take
here
me
in
through it.
Minnesota, so
Apologies. My name is Jomar. I'm the weapons officer for
that's
this
why I'm a little
expedition.
confused on the time.
It's
But
my
it
job
is
to
the
ensure the
morning
troops are
over here,
armed
and
and
this will be
prepared
the
for
last
what's
video.
out
So
there.
thank you.
And
Let's jump right in.
I've failed to do so. My younger brother, Oris, his unit was sent to scout the tower on the northern side of the island. They should have returned by now. The Overseer has denied my request for a search party, and defying him would mean dismissal. Or worse.
You think they might be alive?
Oris has been obsessed with San Francisco ever since I can remember. He jumped at the chance to join this expedition. I have to believe that fate isn't cruel enough to make this place his tomb. If you help me, I'll get you access to any weapon in my stock.
If I make my way up north, I'll look for your brother.
Thank you. If it helps, my brother carried an ancestral relic with him. I believe your focus might be able to pick it up.
What kind of relic?
A small metal piece dangling from a chain, with a hologram of San Francisco. Which is why my brother always had it with him. The diviners speculated it was some kind of beacon, inviting the ancestors to visit the city.
Speculated. So there was data on it they couldn't read.
It was deemed lost knowledge. If my brother truly is gone, could you maybe bring the relic back for me? It meant so much to Oris. I'd like to keep it safe. For him.
Of course.
And that was a new add-in. Sorry for talking over that in the beginning of that, but yeah, I'm gonna pick up this other errand too while we're here. Oh, this mission here is said to I forgot. It gives me like some type of weapon, I believe. So let me talk to them real quick.
I promise you, we'll find a way home.
Harriam, we're never getting that gyro compass back. We're stuck here. For good.
The ancestor reborn.
May we be led to truth.
Just, Aloy, what's this I hear about you never going back home?
Our navigational ships.
They're all gone. Destroyed by storms and reefs, and with them the one instrument we need to guide us across the ocean.
There is one ship that might still hold a working gyro compass.
But it's beyond our reach, beached on an island surrounded by deadly currents. No compass, no way home, no way back to those we should have never left behind in the first place.
Christia.
You mentioned you left someone behind?
My wife, Meandra. She works the field in the Great Delta. When I was chosen for this mission, she begged me not to come. She was scared I wouldn't return. And like always, she was right. I left without saying goodbye, and now I won't ever see her again.
So you two are soldiers?
Who are you? You're not my wife. Who are you?
And this is Christia.
So you two know how to use this instrument?
The gyro compass. Only I know how to read it. The diviners trained me. Harriam was chosen to memorize the charts found in the Legacy.
So you can't navigate the fleet without each other?
It is the Quen Way. The greater the knowledge held by one person alone, the greater the risk it'll be used against the Empire, should we be captured by our enemies.
Your tribe sure is...
Cautious. Gyro's compass.
So what is this gyro compass you're looking for?
It's a device used by the ancestors to help pinpoint a ship's location. But it only works if the readings are compared to a chart.
How'd you get your hands on something like that?
I guess it's safe to tell you, since you carry the gift of the ancestors. The diviners found them on ancient vessels back in our homeland, and modified them so we could use them on our ships. Without them, we're at the mercy of the seas.
You said what you need is on a ship somewhere.
Yes. The ship we were stationed on. The night we approached landfall, a sudden squall hit the fleet. While some ships managed to find safe harbor here, ours ran aground. The crew abandoned ship, hoping the ocean would spare us.
I thought we'd drown for sure. Thank the ancestors we somehow got washed up on a beach southwest of here. Scouts found us and brought us to landfall. Not that it matters. The only ship with the gyro compass is grounded and surrounded by deadly currents.
Maybe I can help.
Not unless you can fly.
I can't do that. But if I find a way, I'll come back.
She's an ancestor reborn. Maybe she really can help.
I will not let myself hope just yet, but I thank you for your kindness.
It's finally changed.
Maybe.
So I forget what that side mission exactly gets for us, but it's like I don't know if it's a new weapon or I really forget like what it does particularly. But yeah, we got it now, so we'll be able to do what we gotta do. Okay. That's cool. I can just restock like that. That's dope. Saves a lot of time. A lot of time. So I'll go back to the base. And from there, I'll change my outfit and probably back into the Nora outfit. I wasn't feeling the outfit that I was just wearing. The Utaru outfit, I wasn't really feeling that one. So I'm probably going to jump back into the Nora gear and level it up. You know, actually go and level it up instead of kind of like hoping that I run into what I need during this some exploration, whatever. I'm actually gonna look for where I gotta go to get the things that I need and level up my gear a little bit. But first, I'm gonna talk to these people around here just to see what they're thinking. You know, just I like to check in with everybody. I know the girl that I just saved. I know she's here. So look here, she has, you know, has her space that she likes to be in. So I'm gonna talk to her first, kind of how it would go in real life. Check in with her. She's new, so how she's feeling, and I'll check everybody else and say, hey, y'all like the new girl? We'll go from there. She already kind of set herself up. It's a lot of carpets. I wonder where she's sleeping. Pretty sure we already got her room opened, but the group is growing, you know, and you know that's what it's gonna take to save the world. Aloy's used to working by herself. I'm used to her working by herself. I don't know. The group is getting a little too big. I like it when it was just me and old dude, this guy right here, Varl, but it's not us anymore. And I now have what I need to open it. So let's open it. It's not open. It's not opening. What the heck? So I just hit it. Open, darn you. It's not opening. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to her and then we'll move forward from there.
Does sound fun, though. Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. and Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are.
I can already see where this is going. This chick, Alva, is gonna probably start falling in love with Beta. But, you know.
I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the diviners haven't recovered.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners. Peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that. You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Pharaoh spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city, perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named Sio, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire, the living embodiment of Ted Faro, a renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door, and more convinced that the title of CEO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CEO became was a complete perversion of what principled diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CEO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right. I need to get going, but if you need anything...
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan Gaia told me about, to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
I like the fact that their conversations be lengthy. I'm not gonna spend any of my points yet, just cause, just cause. All right, I'm not gonna spend any of my points yet. Not just yet. I don't have enough of them to make a difference in my wheels that I have. So we're gonna talk to him first.
The old ones created.
We're gonna do a little backwards this time.
There she is.
And we only want to know what they
I hear
think
you
about
found Thebes.
the new girl.
How was it?
Maniacs, lava, what's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
So I hear.
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time. Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. You know, metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
How are things with Kotallo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I asked if it'd be interested in playing a game of Strike. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it. I should get going.
As soon as you want us heading out to those cauldrons.
I'll give you the heads up.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
I see all of us settled in nicely.
Our new Quen friend? The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Yeah, that's Alva for you. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. I should go get this to Gaia.
Of course. Let us know when we're needed.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alva. Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh no, we're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while?
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh,
That bad, huh?
why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
About the land gods. What was I supposed to do again?
3 of them wandered off from Plainsong, so sank in a lake. Doe ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines. I was hoping you could go to each and deliver the reboot code. I sent their locations to your focus.
Okay, got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
kind of liked that interaction because I kind of did forget what that was supposed to be. Just
You've retrieved
doing
the
these main things.
That means we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. I'll make sure my gear's ready.
So if this thing, when I go up to Gaia, asks me, am I sure if I want to do whatever, I'm going to say no, so I can go and just do some collecting and foraging and things of that sort, like some fire claw sack webbing. See if I can go kill a fire claw, you know what I mean? Take his primary nerve and his sack webbing and go about my merry way. I still have to do I got to kill another Scorcher to override the primary nerve. I still need to find this guy, Shell Snapper, Shell Bolt, and a Shell Snapper primary nerve, so I can, get that going. So if they ask me if I'm sure or not, I'm probably gonna say no. Get this stuff cleared up here. But I do want to go to the Gemini thing. So actually, I might say yes because I want to be able to fly and be so much faster, so I can, swoop down on these guys, fight them, collect their nerves and stuff, and bring it back. Also collect what I need for my armor that I'll be wearing after I'm done talking to Gaia. And then we'll probably end this video there. I'll name this lore so you guys know that I'm not doing much. And we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and talk to Gaia and see what she thinks about all of this stuff going on.
Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Here we go. Beta's gonna be kicking and screaming. No, I don't want to see them again. Which, rightfully so. They basically enslaved her and made her learn things that they wanted her to learn, so that they can use her DNA to do the things that they wanted her to do. And yeah, she got a lot of plants around here now. And also, she look like she packing it up in here, man. She need to relax. It's kind of get cluttered up in here. It's a big space. She's making it homey. I'm not mad at her for that, but at the same time, Jesus, girl. All right, I guess we'll go in here and talk to Beta. Oh, we gotta talk to Varro. Oh, wrong door. All right, yeah, I'll talk to you.
I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. Their slave. Forever.
Guys, because I'm feeling like I'm talking to myself. Like I'm her. Like I'm, Aloy. So I'm gonna say something that I would say to myself, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just gonna say to her, look, you need to buck up. Like I would say to myself, D'Angelo, you need to buck up. All right. I would probably say allow all of these things, honestly, except for the "I'll protect you" part. I'd be like, look at the odds of that. It probably is highly unlikely to happen because they're going to be having their hands full. But if it does seem like it's going to happen, you need to find your courage. So since I can't say both things, I'm going to say this thing. Hopefully it builds a relationship of strength between us and not a relationship of she's scared of me or doesn't want to talk or whatever.
The only way we can end the risk of that happening is by stopping the Zeniths for good. And in order to do that, we have to get Hephaestus. The Zeniths are a threat to everyone, Beta, not just you. So find your courage. That's easy for you to say. You still have no idea what they're capable of. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
That makes a lot of sense. She didn't have a Ross.
I have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Rost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You're right. I'll only be safe from them when we succeed.
have to promise me one thing.
Yes, of course.
If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand?
Okay.
Promise?
I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
That was something else. I mean, they did a lot with the acting. They did a lot with the game, and that I really appreciate about this game. I don't care what anyone else says. But we're gonna end this video here. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I like and I love you. You know I do. If you feel the same way, leave a like in the like section, dislike in the dislike section, comments in the section below. Let me know what you really thought. It's really on your mind. Also, go right ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be part of the group, so you can be part of the family, so you can be cued in and in the loop for when I drop new videos. As always, I'd like to thank you guys. I am D Gamer Slow Mo. We'll see you on the next one.